Hello friends, Joe here at Reverb. Welcome back to another warm-up video. I have done the warm-up routine of Gabriela Quintero for the last few weeks, and it's really great. Part of the routine is no coffee, so I have here some ginger lemon herbal tea. Let's dive in. This guitar, thanks to Gibson for sending some guitars in their new Generation series. These are really cool guitars, and there's a couple things about them that really stand out. Most notably, this what they call player port on top. It's this whole sound hole here on top of the body, and it really allows for a lot more articulation in your playing. In my experience, especially with finger picking stuff, you kind of like get these frequencies and these harmonics that are popping up right in your face, and it's like it's really awesome. I use this guitar for a lot of this Gabriela warm-up. I also used a nylon string. I have a Cordoba that I'll be pulling out here shortly, because a lot of what she does deals with these kind of muted rhythms, and she actually recommended that if you have a nylon string to try to do that as well.
I tend to always warm up first in my emotions and I'm a very distracted sort of person. Like, I tend to be very distracted by things. So for me, it's very important to sort of reset in my mind. So then I'm in the studio or any moment that I'm going to record. So I usually don't drink coffee. Not even, because a little bit of coffee will just bring me to really crazy. Usually I need things to relax me, not to just boost my energy.
If I take on this routine with no coffee, that's going to be the most difficult one yet for me to do. But maybe I'll do, maybe I'll do that. We'll see.
So no coffee, and so I would warm up first, intentionally, mentally, emotionally. Just because otherwise, when you are playing, when that happens to me, I'm start to see all of this image and all of these people. I start to get in, and it gets really loud, so I can't really focus on what I'm going to do. And then once I'm all in the zone sort of thing, I start to warm up my fingers. It's very important to do all so that you avoid the tendons. Tension, so I do this, and then like this too, like this, and I also do a lot of like sort of yoga and exercise. I think it's very important to kind of show up loose.
Yeah. The coffee thing ties into Gabriela's way of kind of preparing in meditative ways to performance. So, no coffee. I tried to do it a couple days, but I really love coffee, and so eventually I, started drinking coffee again. But meditation, preparing to perform, preparing to pull off the things that you want to do in the ways that you want to do them. This is a big one. I don't have a specific routine on this, and Gabriela kind of gave some loose ideas on what she does. But if you employ some kind of meditation practice before you perform, before you go on stage, before you go in the studio, or in this case, before you start warming up, it could have a profound effect on your performance. Beyond that, Gabriela talks very much about stretching, about proper stretching, and things like this, stretching your wrist, the top of your wrists, and this stuff is proven to be very helpful for guitar players, for piano players. So again, I did not give that really an exact, I could 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of that, but it's really good to kind of sit down and do that stuff before you dive into some serious playing.
So I stay mostly in the hotel room or in a room, and I do yoga and meditate, and then I start playing, and then I start to warm up my right hand, because that's what I do most of the time when in Rodrigo and Gabriela band. I am the drummer,
Right.
so I need to take the beat.
Totally.
So the triple thing is down with middle and ring finger.
Okay.
down with thumb,
Okay.
and then up with thumb.
Okay. Okay.
And at some point, you will try to do it really fast.
That's gonna take me a while. Yeah. Gotcha.
But then push it to do it really fast, as if it was like a mechanism. It was like a machine.
Yeah.
Rakata, rakata, you know? Almost the hand moves like this.
Yeah. Okay.
And then once you have it fast, like takata, you try to do 3 or 4 in a row.
Yeah.
And then you start to combine, you do your own rhythms.
Yeah. Okay, this rhythm, this exercise that I'm just doing right now, I'm thinking of it as triplets. I'm thinking it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I did that for probably 5 or 6 days straight. I barely even strayed into the compositions that Gabriela showed me. Because I tried that, and I was realizing how badly I was failing at just getting this rhythm down and being able to incorporate it as a rhythm in the playing. One thing that Gabriela played that I thought, oh, that's a nice, just kind of like a 6/8 rhythm or 3/4 rhythm that it has these just triple. It's in motion with triples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then introducing the kind of the triplet rhythm, okay? Missed it? I would stay on a chord and try to just do that triplet rhythm over and over as well. I also noticed on this guitar, on the steel string guitar, it was easier for me to try to achieve that up here on the neck. Now, let's see what this sounds like with the nylon string.
And then you can start introducing the beat. So this is the kick. And so the kick, I usually play it just like that. Not timid. It's not also, people think that I bang the guitar like this, but not really.
Okay.
So of course, once you have all of this, you can start to include the chords and everything else.
Okay.
For example, take 5.
Yeah.
Which is just very famous. You can also play it, this rhythm, with the rhythm section.
Ooh. Wow. Yeah.
It's just 2 chords, it's 2 notes.
Also, if you've seen Gabriela perform, you know that she does this, she does this bass, this like kick drum. For that part of the warm-up, just trying to do that stuff, I definitely gravitated towards this guitar because I didn't want to bang up this new beautiful Generation Series Gibson. Gabriela plays Take 5, okay? Old jazz standard. It's in 5/4. And the way that she voices the chords is really great too. So you have 3 beats on the E minor, and you have 2 beats on the B minor 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to introduce the triplet here as well, but again, spending time just getting that the feeling of 5, the feeling of where the strong beats and where the weak beats are. That was really important for me to do first before trying to incorporate more expression. And as you can hear, it's pretty inconsistent for me. I'll go for it, I'll go for the triplet. Sometimes I'll get it. Sometimes it's really nice. Sometimes it's not there at all. Sometimes it's kind of somewhere in between. But nonetheless, here I am trying. Here we go. Right, okay, cool. So this is super cool. This brings in a new rhythm. So that same triplet, down with the index, down with the thumb, up with the thumb, and then you're hitting the fretboard. It's almost like a backbeat. So you have down, down, up, smack. And when you land one of these, it feels pretty good. Okay, so then I incorporate the bass drum, okay? So basically I'm adding on the first beat a bass drum, and then I'm trying to get that backbeat in there, and then a triplet or 2 on the back end of the phrase. So the way that I was able to kind of roll into this was adding a little bit more at a time. So first just the chords, no triplets, then adding a triplet, and then adding another, and then trying the triplet on the second beat with the backbeat, and then adding the bass. All right, so first, just the chords and no extra rhythms. Then I'll put one on the back end of the phrase. Then I'll add in the front of the phrase with the backbeat. This is a really cool kind of point in this video to say that I love how in these episodes some of them are really more heady and about music theory and language, and really developing and warming up your musical mind to get it kind of active and ready to be thinking in musical terms. And then there are other ones, such as this one, the last one, Yasmin Williams, the one before that, Tommy Emmanuel. These last 3 have been new techniques, new physical techniques that I have never done before, and it's been so enlightening to be able to use a warm-up routine as a development for a new technique. If you wanted to get into, Travis style picking or lap tapping or this kind of triplet, almost flamenco kind of stuff, if you wanted to learn how to do that, you would have to just employ X amount of time every day to doing that. Think about it like it is your warm-up. you're just getting going, you're loosening up, and you are developing a new technique at the same time, it might be really beneficial time for you to do that. Thank you, Gabriela Quintero, for showing us this stuff. This is so cool. Thanks to everybody for watching. Employ this routine, see what it does, find new ways to approach your instrument, find new perspectives, new ways to articulate the music that you want to express. Super cool that we're able to do this. I'm so happy to be here, to be the middleman in these warm-up series videos. Thanks so much. Joe from Reverb, over and out. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks again.